WMCA, first on your dial in New York. Music news every day. Just dial F and you're live. Morning, noon, and night.
43 degrees, Midtown, New York. WMCA Radio New York at the signal, 6 a.m.
WMCA, first with the news.
The 6 o'clock edition. Brown reporting the New York weather headline. Rain and snow today, but nothing like we expected. We'll check the full WMCA weather scope after the news. United Nations. The UN General Assembly has recessed for 11 weeks. It happened at 12:57 this morning. Before quitting until March 7th, the Assembly gave financial approval to the UN operation in the Congo after running into a deadlock on the question of how to achieve political unity in the strife-torn African country. The Assembly approved the resolution, providing specifically that the cost of the Congo operation be shouldered by all member nations on a regular scale of assessments. But, of course, the Soviet Union says it will pay nothing for the Congo setup, and just before the vote, Russia demanded instead that all the money for the Congo come from the U.S. and Belgium. Palm Beach, Florida. President-elect John Kennedy will consider the spending programs of his new administration today. He's scheduled an all-day meeting in Palm Beach with his budget director, David Bell, and other fiscal experts. Meanwhile, Senator Hubert Humphrey predicts that the new Congress will pass various controversial bills which have been stalled for the past 2 years. Among measures the Minnesota Democrat believes have a good chance of passage as being signed by the president are federal aid to economically depressed areas, increase in the minimum wage, a youth conservation corps, federal aid to education, increased federal aid for water pollution control, and also medical care for the aged under Social Security. London. British Prime Minister Harold Macmillan says the question of a new East-West Summit meeting will be discussed between his government and the incoming administration. The Prime Minister made the statement before the House of Commons, also indicating that the London government might consider the possibility of Red China being included in any future top-level meeting. Brooklyn. A Navy Court of Inquiry begins hearings today into the disastrous fire aboard the aircraft carrier Constellation in the Brooklyn Navy Yard 2 days ago. Witnesses at the hearings, and it begins at 10 a.m. at the Navy Yard, will include Fire Commissioner Edward F. Kavanaugh and his aides, who are extremely critical of the vast amount of wooden platforms and other wooden material used by workmen aboard the warship. The hearings are expected to last at least a week. The death toll in this tragedy is now at 49. New York City. The transcript of the radio conversations between the Idlewild and LaGuardia control towers and the pilots of the two ill-fated planes that collided last Friday is to be made public later today. The transcript's expected to provide some valuable clues on the reason for the crash. Yesterday, the United Airlines president, W.A. Patterson, disputed the contention by Elwood R. Quesada, the Federal Aviation Agency administrator, that the United DC-8 was off course when it collided with the Transworld Airlines Super Constellation. Patterson said that Quesada left the impression that the United plane was carelessly operated. The UAL president said he would not let such an impression exist, and he poses a series of questions in order to clear up the record. The WMCA weatherscope, rain and some light snow today, and slippery conditions are predicted for the colder areas. The high will be in the 30s. It will be clear and cold tonight, low 15 to 20. Tomorrow, fair and cold, 25 or 30. Right now, the winds are southwest at 30 miles an hour. Check that, make it southeast at 30 miles an hour. The humidity is 90%, and the WMCA temperature reading is now up to 43. The winds are southeast at 30 miles per hour. The headlines, the UN General Assembly recesses until March the 7th. A Navy Court of Inquiry begins its hearings today into the Brooklyn Navy Yard fire. And that's the latest edition from the three news services and the four corners of the world. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 6:30.
Hey, when you come home for lunch after a cold morning shopping, treat yourself to a good hot bowl of Campbell's mushroom soup. It'll warm you up, cheer you up, make your sandwich or salad taste extra good. it's 43 degrees. There's the best news of the day. And in place of the rough blizzard we had kind of expected here in WMCA land, it's raining hard and the temperature's up to 43 degrees in Midtown Manhattan, which means that the rain is washing away most of the snow, and in some of the outlying areas, like the usually cool sections of New Jersey, upper Connecticut, that rain is freezing slightly and there are slippery spots. Most of the WMCA area, however, is not slippery at this hour due to the fact that the temperature has zoomed right up to 43 degrees, up about 10 degrees in the last couple of hours. Joe O'Brien here. We'll be here till 10 a.m., 6 to 10, swinging along with you, getting you to work on time, get you up happy and cheerful, bring you the traffic reports, weather, news, and the sports results, etc. Anything we can think of, we'll toss it into the hopper, including Bobby Rydell from Philly with Sway.
When she lets the rhythm start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When the dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. The dances may be on the floor. I got eyes to see only you have that magic technique. When you sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. And if you feel with something, you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me now. Ain't nothing to thrill as only you know how. Come on and sway me now.
Yeah. Cha-cha-cha. Bobby Rydell, the swinger from Philly, and Sway. The time's 6:08. 8 minutes past 6 o'clock. Just heard from Aaron Mora out at Northport, Long Island. Temperature's up to 37 degrees out there, and if it continues rising, it'll get rid of most of the slippery stuff. However, it is misty and foggy out there, and driving is a little tricky, so take it easy. There are slippery spots in the WMCA area, so don't go charging around on the parkways. You're liable to hit one of them. 8 minutes past 6. Temperature's now 43 degrees. Good morning.
WMCA, in cooperation with the Federation of the Handicapped, presents the WMCA Handicapped Worker of the Day.
Julius Kay has never let his cerebral palsied state down him. A devoted father and mother have helped him run his own laundromat for the past 9 years, though they are both aged and themselves living on a small Social Security pension. In spite of all the family's combined efforts, the little business is failing. The neighborhood has changed for the worse, and Julius has no money to put in modern equipment which might draw new customers. Julius is desperately trying to find a place for himself in the world where his cerebral palsy will not be counted against him. In spite of his bad limp, he can get around pretty well, and he would make a faithful, honest, and responsible messenger, stock boy, or clerk. In the meantime, he is taking a course which will give him speed with his one good hand on the typewriter.
To find out about this worker or other handicapped who could work for you, call Chelsea 2-9050. Chelsea 2-9050. The WMCA Handicapped Worker of the Day is brought to you by WMCA and the Federation of the Handicapped.
10 minutes past 6 o'clock, some Christmas music. This is Wednesday, December the 21st, first day of winter. Winter starts this afternoon at 3:27 p.m. A little late this year, aren't you, Winter? We've had it already. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir and the Carol of the Bells. One of the prettiest one of the Christmas season. That's the Carol of the Bells with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. 11 minutes past 6 o'clock. Joe O'Brien here. How do you feel today? Temperature 43 degrees. Boy, were we lucky today, huh? That wind shift that pulled it away from New York. Oh, but let's face it, it's the first good luck we've had in over a week. 11 minutes past 6. The airports are okay. Idlewild is in very good shape. It's raining, of course, but visibility is about 3 miles. Flights are normal at Idlewild, LaGuardia. Newark a little bit misty and foggy, but otherwise okay. Visibility lower than LaGuardia and Idlewild. Checking the pro basketball scores from last night. New York beat Syracuse. Knickerbockers 122, Syracuse 112. Boston 115, Cincinnati 112.
Ho, 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 everybody. Even Santa shops. John's Bargain Store.
You're up early today.
Ho, ho, ho. You get more gifts for your money when you shop John's Bargain Store.
Let's hear it, Santa boy.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa boy.
Shop where Santa shops. John's Bargain Store.
Okay, one more for good measure. Oh, Santa, you've got to do something about that cold. Hey, Mom, listen to this. John's Bargain Stores has a fabulous assortment of friction toys for the kids at $2 for $1. That's right. Many assorted friction toys, including cars, jeeps, trucks, planes, buses, and many, many others. They're first-quality all-metal toys, made to sell for as much as $1.19 each, $2 for $1 at the store where you get more Christmas toys for your money, John's Bargain Stores. Now, some of these friction toys do more than just run across the floor, too. Some have guns that move, rocket launchers with rockets, and other extra moving parts, $2 for $1. Get in on these and many other fabulous toy values in the Christmas Toyland in every John's Bargain Store. Now, remember, you'll get more Christmas gifts for every member of the family if you shop at your nearby John's Bargain Store, open till 9 p.m. every night until Christmas. That's tonight, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. 4 more days. Right up until 9 o'clock, you can shop at John's Bargain Store. Right, Santa? Ah, poor old Kris Kringle is cracking. This is Bobby B.
Bouncing back to you. I'm like a rubber ball, baby, that's all that I am to you. Just a rubber ball, 'cause you think you can be true to two. You bounce my heart around. You don't even put her down. Like a rubber ball, I come bouncing back to you. Rubber ball, I come bouncing back to you. If you stretch my love till it's thin enough to tear, I just stretch my arms to reach you anywhere. And like a rubber ball, I'll come bouncing back.
bouncing back to you. Hey, it's 6:15. 6:15. Every car you meet, everyone you know is listening to Radio WMCA. Joe O'Brien here. How do you feel today? We'll be here till 10 a.m. Harry Harrison time. And here are some tips for late mailers. This is Wednesday. Christmas is Sunday. Your last-minute cards and gifts headed for out-of-town destination might still get there, and I say might, if sent airmail or air parcel post. Special delivery ensures priority handling. Of course, zone all mail, but above all, please mail now. Today's the 21st. You have, let's see, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 4 more days. And if it's going a long distance, you better make it an airmail, huh? Otherwise, it will not get there at all. Erwin O'Pollen just checked in, and Erwin just came in on the Long Island Expressway, as he does every morning at this time. He says it's, as far as the road is concerned, no slippery spots that he noticed on Wantagh Parkway and Long Island Expressway. But the rain has now picked up in tempo out on the island, and it is a blinding rain, banging in against the windshields, and a little tricky. And Erwin says this is going to be a wacky morning traffic-wise. Has a feeling it's going to be heavy. The traffic is already coming in bunches. You know, heavy one moment, light the next. I noticed the same thing coming in myself. I think we're going to have a real weird traffic day today. Could be a Friday-type Wednesday.
Hear Joe O'Brien, morning 6 to 10. Followed by Harry Harrison, 10 to 1. And me, Don Davis, 1 to 4. Johnny Dark, 4 to 7. Bob Callan, 7 to 10:30. Bert Sherwood, 1 a.m. to 6. Then back to Joe O'Brien again. Over Radio WMCA.
17 past 6 o'clock. There still may be heavy snowfalls in some sections of New England, Connecticut, northern New Jersey. So wherever you are in the WMC area, keep the old weather eye peeled. We're getting plenty of rain. It's 43 degrees, and maybe it'll wash off some of that snow on Belt Parkway.
Christmas always comes this time of the year.
Beautiful tune from Brooke Benton this time of year.
Little girls and little boys dream of worlds full of toys this time of the year when Christmas is near. Evergreens are snowy white. Sleigh bells ring through the night. This time of the year when Christmas is near. And somewhere near a steeple, kneel and pray, and choirs sing carols of Christmas Day. Santa Claus is on his way, loads of joy on his sleigh this time of the year when Christmas is near.
Yes, indeed. Isn't that a beauty? That, of course, is Brooke Benton's big Christmas song, This Time of Year. 20 minutes past 6 o'clock, WMCA time, top of the morning from Joe O'Brien here, 6 to 10 every a.m. Now, listen closely, children, because here comes the complete roundup of the weather conditions in the WMCA area. And believe you me, there's plenty of diversification, as we say on Wall Street. A lot of variety today. New York City itself, rain. Rain today. Some slippery conditions in spots in the 30s. On the island, pretty much the same, except out further on the South Shore and eastern end, it'll be colder, 30 to 35 degrees at the high, but freezing rain in some areas this morning, and it's a little bit foggy out around Northport. Rockland and Westchester, snow, possibly heavy snow inland, with freezing rain near the Sound, 25 to 30 the expected high. Connecticut. Now, this is the real worrisome spot today. Heavy snow warnings, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal area. Accumulations of about 4 inches are possible, as much as 10 inland, high about 20 degrees. And New Jersey, heavy snow inland in the usual colder interior. Freezing rain and snow in the northern coastal areas, rain in the southern coastal area, high in the 20s, and in some sections of Jersey will be in the 30s. The rest of New York State and eastern Pennsylvania, heavy snow warnings. For most of the WMCA area, it's rain today. The temperature is now 43 degrees, humidity 90%. The wind is from the southeast at 30 miles an hour, and if you happen to be going in the wrong direction, driving that wind right into your windshield.
Come on along, stay with WMCA. Come on along, it's the way to start your day. And if you want to hear the hits and news and sounds of our town, come on along, stay with WMCA, yeah!
When I became of age, my mother called me to her side. She said, son, you're growing up now. Pretty soon you'll take a bride. And then she said, just because you become a young man now, there's still some things that you don't understand. Before you ask some girl for a hand now, keep your freedom for as long as you can now. My mama told me, you better shop around. Oh yeah, you better shop around. There's some things that I want you to know now. I guess it's sure as the wind's gonna blow now. The women come and the women gonna go now. Before you tell them that you love them so now. My mama told me, you better shop around. Oh yeah, you better shop around. Shop around.
Yes, indeed, that's the miracle. Shop around, and that's what a lot of people will be doing today, no doubt about it. Plenty of shopping going on these 4 final shopping days of Christmas. Oh, boy, the stores are so crowded, the pickpockets are working only by appointment. You're driving today? For the best mileage anywhere, drive with care and buy Sinclair Power X gasoline. Take a good long look at those roads before you do any driving today. They're treacherous in some parts of the WMCA area and vary from section to section. Once it'll be slippery, then it won't be. So take it easy and drive carefully. Hey, we've got a special number for you right now here on the Joe O'Brien Show. Made for us by the 7th Army Band in Germany and the Chapel Choir. And remember, the USO is still very much in operation. If you have any extra loot around Christmas, contribute to the USO. We still have millions of our boys in the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, etc. around the world, and they need entertainment too. The Chapel Choir 7th Army Band, recorded especially for WMCA.
God bless you, you gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. To save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, night of comfort and joy, sun and joy. Oh, night of comfort and
There it is, the 7th Army Band in Europe with the Chapel Choir, especially for WMCA. Greetings from overseas from our armed forces. And that, of course, was God Rest Ye Merry, gentlemen. 26 past 6 o'clock, WMCA. A good time, and the Weather Bureau now says rainy and windy with a high 25 to 30 today. No mention of snow. However, it's 43 degrees now, and if that temperature should drop precipitously and the rain continue, it's going to get pretty slick out there.
Merry Christmas. This is Emily Banks, Miss Rheingold, 1960. Won't you join our Rheingold carolers?
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I had 12 drummers, 11 pipers, 10 lords and 9 ladies, 8 maids and 7 swans, 6 geese and 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
From our Rheingold family to your family, a very Merry Christmas.
Same to you, honey. Emily Banks at 28 minutes past 6. 6:28, top of the morning. Joe O'Brien here on WMCA Radio. Incidentally, the nation's number 3 and 4 ranked basketball teams came through with victories on the collegiate scene last night. Third-rated Indiana down Notre Dame 74-69. St. John's of Brooklyn, ranked number 4, crushed Pittsburgh 87-56. Brigham Young upset 10th place Kansas 80-70. In other top games, Providence nipped Gonzaga 81-80. Purdue stopped Evansville 84-75. Utah beat St. Mary's of California 70-64. And Penn State drubbed Syracuse 77-58.
Hey, O'Brien!
What do you want, Benny?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
You-hoo yourself.
On the 6:30 newscast on WMCA, Ed Brown will have a complete roundup of our very mysterious weather this morning. of course, it's Perfidia, the Ventures. Joe O'Brien here. How do you feel today? Looks like it's going to be a pretty good day if you can stand a lot of rain. We'll be right back following the late news, and we'll have a roundup of the whole weather picture for you during the news, because it's pretty confusing and mysterious in our town. Laverne Baker's on tap. We'll hear from Elvis Presley. Lots more on WMCA Radio.
WMCA is the greatest. WMCA pioneers the latest. WMCA, your favorite music station. WMCA, WMCA.
WMCA temperature is 43 degrees. Your dial set at 570. Live and learn. Listen all day to Radio WMCA.
WMCA, first with the news.
The 6:30 edition, Brown reporting, brought to you by HFC, Household Finance Corporation, America's oldest and largest company making installment cash loans. The New York weather headline, rainy and windy and a bit warmer. We'll check the full WMCA weatherscope after the news. From the Weather Bureau in Chicago, the storm which buried Chicago under a record foot of snow is, of course, moving eastward on the first day of winter, just in time to give much of the country a white Christmas. The forecasters predicted up to 10 inches of snow in some areas, but it apparently has missed us with a change in the winds. At the United Nations, the UN General Assembly, which has been in session since September, began an 11-week recess early this morning. And one of its last acts was an assessment of Russia and its friends for a legal share of the Congo cost that they had previously refused to pay. And again last night, they said they still wouldn't pay it. In Palm Beach, Florida, President-elect John Kennedy meets today with his budget advisors. Senator Kennedy and his aides will be faced with mapping the federal expenditures for 1961, and it appears a sluggish economy will reduce the amount of tax receipts. Washington. President Eisenhower has sent his final Christmas message as Commander-in-Chief to the nation's servicemen. Mr. Eisenhower said peace is the absolute necessity of our time, and he thanked the servicemen for defending it. New York City. The Federal Aviation Agency plans to release information today that may provide clues in the collision of the two airliners over the city last week. The FAA will release the last recorded words between the pilots of the two planes and the airport control towers. Berlin. The communists have turned down a Western demand that Berlin travel restrictions be lifted as the price for a new East-West German trade agreement. The Reds have also renewed threats of a Berlin blockade after January 1st. New York City. We'll have the complete WMCA weatherscope in the headlines after this message from HFC.
Would extra spending money come in handy right now to help you pay winter bills or do your seasonal shopping? Then trust HFC to help you make the best buys. Use an HFC shopper's loan to shop with cash at any store and buy better. Borrow with a purpose from HFC. Try a shopper's loan. Remember, when your family needs more money, you should think it over twice. And then borrow for your future plans from the folks with this advice.
Borrow with a purpose carefully from those you trust. Peace of mind is waiting at HFC when help's a must. Borrow confidently from HFC.
At Household Finance, you may borrow up to $800 with up to 24 months to repay, and life insurance is available on all loans. There are 86 Household Finance offices in the New York, New Jersey area, so check your phone book for the office nearest to you. Now here's the weatherscope. That snowstorm we mentioned earlier from the Midwest reached the WMCA area this morning, and some sections can still expect quite a bit of snow before it ends. A rising temperature, in fact, a jump of 10 degrees between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. makes it a pretty rainy day in Manhattan. But the other areas, the inland sections of New Jersey, Connecticut, and southeastern New York, are expected still to have some snow before it's all over. The weatherman has revised his initial outlook, and noting that they had called for temperatures in the 30s, but then at 6 a.m., the temperature had already risen to 43. It was 33 throughout the night till 4 a.m., then it jumped to 36. At 5 a.m., it was 39, and right now it is 43 degrees. The reports for Connecticut and New Jersey, for southeastern New York and parts of eastern Pennsylvania, however, not quite as rosy. Some snow is expected there, for the exact accumulations not mentioned by the weatherman as yet. Right now, in a complete check of the WMCA area, the winds are southeast at 30 miles an hour. The relative humidity is 90%. And right now, the WMCA temperature reading is 43 degrees. Rainy and windy today, high in the 40s. Clearing, windy and colder tonight, low 15 to 20. Tomorrow, fair and cold with the highest 25 or 30. Again, now it's 43 degrees. The headlines, UN General Assembly recesses for 11 weeks. The budget gets to going over by the new administration today. And that's the latest edition from the 3 news services and the 4 corners of the world, brought to you 37 times a week by HFC. Remember, borrow confidently from Household Finance Corporation. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 7 o'clock.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holiday and season's cheer. From your neighbors and your friends who borrow Coca-Cola far and near. Sing we know our joyous greeting. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, now that the holiday season is here, be sure you have plenty of Coca-Cola for parties and drop-in guests. Buy Coke in regular king or family-size bottles because Coca-Cola refreshes you best. It's a nutty December the 21st. Laverne Baker, good morning, honey. Bumblebee.
I'm gonna have to put you down. You've been treating me like a child. You know you've hurt me once before. You'll never hurt me anymore. Chewy, you hurt me like a bee. A bumblebee, a evil bumblebee. I gave you love as sweet as honey. My life, my soul, and all my money. You didn't seem to realize you had a home in paradise. Chewy, you hurt me like a bee. A bumblebee, a evil bumblebee. Don't you know I cry night after night? Just one kiss before you go. Don't ever come back no more. Now, baby, there's no need of crying. I'm sick and tired of your lying. You know you hurt my heart again. I'm sorry, baby, it's the end. Chewy, you hurt me like a bee. A bumblebee, a evil bumblebee. Now, baby, there's no need of crying. I'm sick and tired of your lying. You know you've hurt my heart again. I'm sorry, baby, it's the end. Chewy, you hurt me like a bee. A bumblebee, an evil bumblebee.
Yeah. There it is. That's Bumblebee with Laverne Baker at 21 minutes to 7 o'clock in Minneapolis right now. 5 degrees below zero. 5 degrees below zero in Minneapolis. We've got 43 degrees in WMCA land. Temperature today is going to be in the 40s. A sudden about-face on the part of the weather. It looked like it was going to be a cold, snowy day today, but it looks as though it's going to warm up for the first day of winter. Winter starts at 3:27 this afternoon. The New Jersey Turnpike and Route 1 running okay in New Jersey. There's so much traffic that even if the rain was about to freeze, it wouldn't get a chance. The cars are wearing it down. Newark Airport, everything's okay out there. A little bit icy, but they're sanding the runways, and the planes are all landing and leaving on time. 20 minutes to 7 o'clock. Good morning from Joe O'Brien.
Every fashion that's news is the Fashional Shoes. Fashional Shoes. Ring the bell.
And ladies, for the latest and loveliest fashions, you look in the windows of your national shoe store, you'll see handcrafted Diorsini originals in so many, many elegant styles. See how Diorsini softly drapes polished calf, See the hand-folded vamp. See the exquisite hand detailing. See how every fashion high point is so deftly and so gently made. And D'Orsini Originals fit beautifully. From the lifetime heels to the soft, stepping Pellon inner soles, the emphasis is on quality. Why, even the experts can't guess the price of D'Orsini Originals, but we'll tell you, only $5.99 and $6.99. So for the beautiful way to save on D'Orsini Originals, visit your friendly National Shoe Store today. Look in the phone book for the address of the National Shoe Store nearest you. Stores open every night until 10 o'clock. Until Christmas. 4 shopping days left, today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and all the National Shoe Stores will be open until 10 p.m. Presley here on WMCA. It's 43 degrees. Here's the number one sound in New York town. Are you lonesome tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change, you acted strange, and why I've never known. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Oh, that's a beauty, isn't it? The big number one sound in our town and around the nation. Elvis Presley, Are You Lonesome Tonight? 16 minutes before 7 o'clock, and let's check that WMCA weather scope. Boy, we've had some real wacky weather tonight and this morning. The revised weather forecast, it's been revised every half hour since 3 o'clock. Rain and windy today. The forecast now on the weather scope is in the 40s for the high spot. Clearing, windy, and colder tonight, low 15 to 20. Tomorrow will be fair and cold, high 25 to 30. Southeast winds today becoming northwest tonight and northwest winds tomorrow. Velocities to be between 25 and 35 miles an hour. It's going to stay windy. From the southeast at 30 miles an hour right now, humidity is 90%. The temperature's 43 in WMCA land. It is raining.
Taste, Pell Mell, so good, good, good. Good looking, good tasting, good smoking. Pell Mell, smoke, Pell Mell. Get satisfying flavor, get satisfying flavor. So friendly to your taste. Pell Mell, Pell Mell. You get satisfying flavor, so friendly to your taste.
by Pall Mall Famous Cigarettes. Outstanding.
And they are mild.
Life begins at 5:70. Lively Radio WMCA. Top of the morning, Joe O'Brien here, 6 to 10 a.m. And now that the weather has gotten a lot warmer, picked up 10 degrees in an hour this morning, and it's raining, we've got another problem this morning. Earlier, it was ice and slippery condition. Now it's floods because a lot of the snow, as it melts rapidly with that heavy rain, is flooding many of the areas in the WMCA section. Frank Brandy just checked in, and he told us he drove over from Yonkers, and he's been on the Henry Hudson Parkway this morning. And boy, he said they got rivers going for them between 96th Street and 72nd Street. And already there are a lot of cars stalled there because the fellows drove through those rivers without realizing that it was very, very high. Between 96th and 72nd, the low area there on the west side, the Henry Hudson Parkway, flooded because of the melting snow and the heavy rain. About 1,000 feet before the George Washington Bridge, there is a river. So, fellas, watch it, particularly on the low sections of Long Island and the areas we just mentioned. This heavy rain and the thawing conditions could produce floods very, very quickly. And the first thing you'll be stuck there. The wires will be all wet and you won't be able to get out. Watch the flooding conditions now. They're worse than the icy conditions.
The kind of day when the only one who gets to work on time is Esther Williams.
You're right, Benny boy.
Now, look, fellas, I've been walking around the North Pole with you for 2 days, and I'm cold and tired, and, well, where's the surprise you brought me here to see?
Around the next corner.
Who's Rudolph, boys?
I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I have a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him lame. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, that's my boss, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. Hey, you sing good, Rudy. I'm good for you, Rudy.
Aw, shucks, fellas. This guy must be some kind of a nut.
Say, fellas, it's awfully cold out here. I'm going to see if I can find a nice warm igloo. Try to get along without me if you can, because I'm going to just...
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
And how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.
By the way, what do you want for Christmas, Simon?
I want a real fat go-kart.
Yeah.
Like a real live pony.
How about it,
Well,
Albert?
first I still want that hula hoop.
Okay.
And a hot rod and a line and a motorcycle and a motorcycle.
Hey, O'Brien.
What do you want,
He's
Ben?
a bigger goof than you are.
Oh, come on now. Well, maybe he is at that. 10 minutes to 7 o'clock WMCA time. The temperature's 43 degrees. David Seville and a new one, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Howard's clothes, I'm the little Howard label, and I'm proud as proud can be. 'Cause Howard clothes are low in price and high in quality.
Hey, man, here's another of the spectacular values that are causing more and more men to switch to Howard. Luxurious overcoats fashioned to the finest, softest imported velours at an incredibly low $56.95. High in service interest, these elegant imported velour overcoat fabrics, exclusive, remember, with Howard clothes. They are exclusive with dear old Howard, are handsomely tailored in a brilliant array of the season's most favored models, patterns, and colors. And what's more, Howard guarantees that you will look and feel as smart in these $56.95 overcoats as if you'd paid $75 or your money back. Alterations are free, and you may charge your purchase. Pay nothing till February 1st, then take 6 months to pay at all 97 Howard stores coast to coast. Check your phone book for the store nearest you in Greater New York and New Jersey. All stores open evenings, and tonight's no exception. Top of the morning, Joe O'Brien here on a wet Wednesday. First day of winter. Winter starts officially at 3:27 this afternoon. It's 9 minutes to 7 o'clock. It's raining hard in the WMCA area. In just 1 minute, Bert Kempfert and Wonderland by Night.
WMCA takes a stand. A 1-minute editorial by WMCA Board Chairman Nathan Strauss.
The New York City Council has few duties. Many people believe that it should be abolished. But right now, city councilmen from Manhattan have the grave responsibility of electing a new president of the borough of Manhattan in place of Hewlin Jack. They can elect a political hack, or they can elect a man who has energy, imagination, and courage, qualities that are sadly lacking in the present Board of Estimate. WMCA recommends a distinguished New Yorker with a long record of achievement in public service, Robert C. Weaver. He is a graduate of Harvard University with a Ph.D. degree. He served as assistant to the administrator of the United States Housing Authority when your editor was administrator. He is a member of the city's Housing and Redevelopment Board. He is chairman of the NAACP. WMCA strongly urges the city councilman to choose Dr. Weaver as the next president of the borough of Manhattan.
You have just heard WMCA Takes a Stand, a 1-minute editorial by WMCA Board Chairman Nathan Strauss.
That's a beauty, isn't it? And rapidly rising right to the top in our town. Bert Kempfert and the orchestra, Wonderland by Night, and we've got flooding conditions in the WMCA area today, and no kidding.
When you have holiday shopping to do, and maybe some bills to pay off too, and want holiday money to see you through.
Why, haven't you heard?
It's open house for holiday money, beneficial holiday money. Cash, just say the word, you're the boss.
Yeah.
At Beneficial.
At Beneficial Finance Company's Holiday Open House, you get cash for shopping for leftover bills for any good reason. And you get holiday service that's just a little friendlier, just a little faster than you'll find most anywhere else. So remember, when you want cash, just say the word. You're the boss at Beneficial. Now, whether you live in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, there's a Beneficial office near you. Over 180 affiliated offices, up to 24 months to repay. See the white pages of your phone book. Joe O'Brien here at 4 minutes to 7. And as we predicted before, the flooding conditions are really starting. Johnny Whiteley just checked in. He's out in Valley Stream. He says Grand Central Parkway to New York, very, very heavy with lots of flooding underneath the trestles. Into Borough Parkway, traffic is light to Long Island. It's medium to heavy the other direction. Cross Island Parkway is medium, and again, we've got flooding conditions under the trestles on Cross Island Parkway. Southern State is very heavy, and Johnny predicts it's going to be a heavy traffic morning today, and those flooding conditions all over the island aren't going to help. Durval Trotman just checked in. On the Grand Central, there's a tremendous puddle under the last underpass before the Triborough Bridge, so watch that. The last underpass before the Triborough Bridge, a tremendous puddle. Drive carefully, fellas. You're going to get stuck if you hit one of those puddles going too fast. Thank you, Durval Trotman. You too, Johnny. And Johnny will keep us posted on conditions on the island. Time is 3 minutes to 7 o'clock. The temperature is 43 degrees. The snow is melting. There's lots of rain. And there's lots of water on the highways. Drive carefully and drive slowly. Here's Little Bill, your oil heat cub reporter, with today's oil heat headline.
For complete dependability, heat your home with economical oil heat.
Right. You know, there's one thing you can always depend on. Clean, safe, economical, modern oil heat.
Depend on oil heat to be clean.
You know why? Because the efficient, modern oil heating units burn every drop of oil completely, leaving no dirt, no dust, no smoothies, no soup.
You'll have to excuse him, friends. He's breaking in a new set of teeth.
Benny, will you leave me alone? I'll get Little Bill to punch you right in the nose. Let me do that again. It leaves no dirt, no dust, and no sooty smoke. You see, I got it right.
Depend on oil heat to be safe.
Thanks a lot, Little Bill. You know, some heating oil cannot explode, never burns until safely vaporized inside your modern oil heater.
And you can depend on a third to a half savings on winter heating and hot water bills.
Ah, that's right. With Little Bill, it's always oil heat, because with oil heat, it's always a little bill.
A little bill for modern, dependable oil heat.
Right you are, Little Bill. Dependable. Good weather and bad, your neighborhood Little Bill oil heat dealer keeps you amply supplied with oil at all times. No worries about broken mains or pressure drops with modern oil heat.
That's a good word, dependable. Why don't you copyright it? Hey, O'Brien.
What do you want?
With the cost of living so high, why do you bother?
Boy, I'm going to punch you right in the nose, and Little Bill is going to help me. Hey, we're almost up to 7 o'clock news time. Joe O'Brien here, top of the morning to you, moving along until 10 a.m. And watch it today. We've got the screwiest weather we've had all week. It's raining, the snow is thawing, and there's going to be a lot of flooding on the parkways and arteries in the WMCA area. Stand by for all the news. We'll be right back with Brooke Benton.
WMCA. WMCA.
Bells are a-ringing and we can't quit singing about WMCA.
We picked up another degree. It's now 44 degrees in the WMCA area.
Secret of Winston's famous flavor is Filter Blend. Yes, the big difference is filter blend, and only Winston has it. That's why Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. Filter blend, rich golden tobaccos, specially processed for full flavor in filter smoking. See how filter blend makes a difference, how Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
You dial the set at 570. You hear the news of the moment. The moment it's news over Radio WMCA 7 o'clock.
WMCA, first with the news.
The 7 o'clock edition, Brown reporting, brought to you by your Plymouth Valiant dealers, who sell the Solid Beauty 61 Plymouth and Valiant, the new king of the compacts, for 61. The New York weather headline, rainy, windy, and warmer. We'll check the full WMCA weather scope after the news. United Nations. UN diplomacy has taken a holiday. The General Assembly recessed early this morning for about 11 weeks. One of the last acts was an assessment of Russia and its friends for a legal share of the cost of the Congo. The Soviet bloc had maintained all along that it wouldn't pay a ruble for the bill, which amounted to $60 million for just 6 months. But now the Assembly has voted down the Russian protest, and it's all quite legal. U.S. Ambassador Wadsworth, who followed Henry Cabot Lodge and who will be replaced by Adlai Stevenson when the Assembly reconvenes, summed up the Russian attempts to torpedo the world body. He said, "The Secretary General is still in office, the budget has been provided for, and the United Nations is still in business." Washington. A U.S. satellite is whirling around the Earth every 93 minutes this morning, and it's soaking up information vital to the defense of America. Discoverer 19, fired from Vandenberg Air Base in California, is paving the way for a method of instantly detecting enemy missile attacks. Palm Beach, Florida. A meeting today to map the federal expenditures for the coming year. President-elect John Kennedy and his budget advisors will be confronted with planning federal outlays when a slumping economy threatens to reduce the tax receipts. New York City. The Federal Aviation Agency expected to release later today information which may put some light on the collision of the two airliners over the city on Friday. The FAA will release the last recorded words between the pilots of the two airliners and the airport control towers. Yesterday, the FAA chief, Elwood Quesada, was criticized for his public statements about the collision. The president of United Airlines said Quesada had left the impression that his company's plane was being carelessly operated. Brooklyn. A Navy Court of Inquiry begins hearings today into the disastrous fire aboard the aircraft carrier Constellation in the Brooklyn Navy Yard 2 days ago. Witnesses at the hearings, they begin at 10 o'clock, will include Fire Commissioner Edward Kavanaugh and his aides, who are extremely critical of the vast amount of wooden platforms and other wooden material used by the workmen aboard the ship. We'll check the WMCA weatherscope in the headlines after this message from your Plymouth Valiant dealer.
Solid beauty, drive the solid Plymouth Beauty into 1961. There's a beauty you'll be feeling when you get behind the wheel and take a Plymouth for a run.
Go on, take a Plymouth for a run. That's the best way to get to know this new Solid Beauty. Feel its tight one-piece unibody all around you. Rugged, quiet, solid. This is beauty built to last. Built to withstand wear and weather down the miles and down the years. Plymouth, engineered by Chrysler Corporation. To look smart, to stand up, to save you money all the way. Go on, take a Plymouth for a run. It's at your nearby Plymouth dealers now.
Solid Plymouth for solid beauty.
Now here's the WMCA weatherscope. Rain and snow today with some slippery conditions in colder areas, the highest in the 30s, and because of the inconsistencies of the kind of weather we'll be having, let's check it by the areas. For New York and Long Island, rainy and windy. For Rockland and Westchester counties, snow mixed with rain and possibly heavy snow inland. For New Jersey, heavy snow inland with freezing rain and snow in the northern coastal areas and rain elsewhere. Connecticut, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal areas. All in all, appropriate weather for the start of winter. The new season officially begins at 3:27 p.m. In Manhattan, the winds are south to 20 miles per hour, relative humidity 93%. The WMCA temperature reading is now up a degree over the past hour. It's 44 degrees. The headlines: the UN General Assembly has taken an 11-week holiday vacation. A new U.S. satellite is in the heavens that could warn of enemy attack. And that's the latest edition from the 3 news services and the 4 corners of the world, brought to you by your Plymouth Valiant dealers. See and drive the 61 Plymouth and the compact 61 Valiant. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 7:30.
You may not find us on your TV because in case you did not know, we're being brought to you on
WMCA.
Brought to you on
570 on your dial.
Brought to you on RADI.
The fun's just begun on Radio 1 WMCA.
Money. There's a refrain we hear every day. We're all conscious of money, particularly the lack of it. And if the lack of cash rings a bell with you, visit one of the 70 Seaboard Finance offices in New York and New Jersey and arrange to rent the amount that you need. That's what I said, rent it. You may rent money at Seaboard for just as long as you need it, a week, 3 months, a year, or 2. And here's real news for New Yorkers. Seaboard now makes loans to $800 in New York City, Brooklyn, Long Island, and Westchester County. That's right, New Yorkers may now get up to $800. So if you need cash, Seaboard Finance is in the phone book. Top of the morning, Joe O'Brien on a nutty Wednesday. Brooke Benton to cheer you up. Let's hear it, buddy.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. And so I come to you, my love, my heart above my head. Though I see the danger there, if there's a chance for me, then I don't care. Fools rush in where wise men never go. But wise men never fall in love. So how are they to know when we met? I felt my life begin. So open up your heart and let this fool rush in. Where wise men never go. Yeah, but wise men never fall in love. So how are they to know? When we met, girl, I felt my life begin. So open up your heart and let this fool rush in. Just open up your heart and let this fool rush on in. Just open up your heart because I'm coming in. Once more. Open up your heart and let this fool rush in.
Brooke Benton. Fools rush in, and we're spinning along on Route 570 WMCA all the way. 9 past 7 o'clock. Top of the morning on a 44-degree Wednesday, December the 21st. Winter 327 this afternoon, and we've got goofy weather this morning. It varies in every section of WMCA land. Closer to New York City, the thing you got to watch out for this morning, floods with the thaw and the heavy rains. Dave Green just checked in. West Side Highway uptown from Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to 40th Street, loaded with flooded areas and puddles all over the place and tying up traffic. The same situation downtown, as Frank Brandy told us before, around the George Washington Bridge and between 96th and 72nd, also plenty of puddles. Grand Central, underneath the trestles, particularly flooded conditions. And watch that last spot just before you get on the Triborough Bridge. Under the final underpass, that's flooded. A big river there. So drive carefully and take it easy through those flooded sections, particularly on Long Island, or you'll get everything wet and you'll be stuck.
DeVega, for Christmas thrift. DeVega saves you plenty on each Christmas gift. Appliances, sporting goods, cameras, TV. Super service years to pay. Shop today at DeVega, for Christmas thrift. DeVega for your Christmas gifts.
Cha-cha-cha. Right now, the prices at DeVega are the kind you'd expect at clearance time and not Christmas time. Yes, indeed, people. DeVega sacrifices big profits for big crowds with deep discounts like this. Only $138 for a Westinghouse dishwasher that lists for $239.95. Now, this portable model washes and dries service for 10 people. And you'll enjoy shopping at DeVega for a lot of reasons. You see, with 26 neighborhood discount centers, you don't waste precious shopping time traveling. And what's more, DeVega's staffed by courteous salesmen who know their merchandise. And you can charge it and have it delivered from...
DeVega for Christmas thrift. DeVega for your Christmas gift.
Cha-cha-cha, Joe O'Brien here. How do you feel today? We've got Maxine Brown in just a second, but the weather conditions are so weird today, let's keep repeating them because they vary from area to area. In New York City, the temperature is 44 degrees, and in the city, rainy and windy today. Rockland and Westchester counties, snow mixed with rain, possibly heavy snow inland. New Jersey, heavy snow inland with freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas and rain elsewhere. Fog in North Jersey and flooding conditions there, too. In Connecticut, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal areas. The road conditions, Long Island Parkways and the Expressway, mostly wet. A few slippery spots, but they're pretty well gone by now. Flooding conditions on Grand Central and many of the other parkways. Westchester County parkways wet, a little slush. Taconic State snow-covered, speed 35. North Jersey routes 3, 4, 17, and US 46 are wet. Palisades Interstate Parkway, Jersey section is wet, speed 30 miles an hour. New York State section, slush on the southern end, snow-covered on the northern end. The Turnpike, wet, speed 35 miles an hour is advisable, and on the New York State Thruway, it is wet to Harriman, moderate to heavy snow northward from Harriman, speed 35 miles an hour north of New Paltz. WMCA time is 12 minutes past 7 o'clock.
I think that you don't care.
Maxine Brown.
And it's more than I can bear. I don't know, baby. Maybe it's all in my mind. Oh, in my mind. I know that I've been through. But honey, sweetie, baby, what about you? I don't know, baby. Maybe it's all in my mind. We've been going steady so long. I never dreamed you'd ever do me wrong. I knew I was yours, and I thought you were mine. And every little thing was so fine. Whoa, darling, I'd hate to see someone else with you other than me. I don't know, baby. Maybe it's all in my mind. Oh, in my mind. Oh, oh yes. All in my mind. I don't mean to think for me, baby. Please tell me it's all in my mind.
It's all in your mind. Maxine Brown, all in my mind. 14 past 7 o'clock, WMCA hit time. Joe O'Brien here. Temperature in Miami right now, 63 degrees. In Minneapolis, it's 5 degrees below zero. We've got 44 degrees. No delays, no unusual delays on the subways or buses thus far this morning. Tony Terry tells us Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, moderate to heavy. The entrance to Long Island Expressway is wet. It's not a big, deep puddle, but if you go through too fast, it could give you trouble. East River Drive, puddles. It's raining. A half hour is advisable. Half hour extra time from Long Island right now. Traffic is very, very heavy this morning because it's slow. It's kind of a Wednesday-type Friday as far as traffic is concerned this morning, particularly from the island. Long delays. 7:15, you dial set at 570, where good sound even gooder. Hey, Benny, we've got 4 shopping days to Christmas. How about an unusual gift suggestion on this Wednesday morning?
A beautiful assortment of 2,000 hand-painted Christmas cards.
Yeah?
A buy at just $2 if your name is Gladys Schmidlap.
Now that the cold, blustery blasts of winter are upon us, here's a tip that can save you time, trouble, and money. Make sure your car's gas tank is filled with city service gasoline. You see, a partially filled tank may permit the condensation of water within the tank in cold weather. A little water in the fuel line, and you have trouble. A full tank is your best protection against condensation, and city service gasoline is your best gasoline buy. You get the winning combination of luxury driving plus true economy. These quality fuels are specially engineered to let your car deliver all the performance it can, to give you that long mileage that means dollars and cents savings. That's the city service brand of economy. And you get all the power your car needs to give its best performance. So be prepared for winter. Fill up at the green and white sign of City Service for the winning combination. Luxury driving plus true economy.
7:16, top of the morning to you. Ray Conniff and Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day.
There must have been some magic in the old silk hat they found.
But when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me.
To the traffic cop.
And he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop. For Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way. But he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday.
Frosty the Snowman, the Ray Conniff Singers. It's 7:19, Joe O'Brien here. Top of the morning to you, Harry Harrison, 10 until 1. And then, of course, Big Deal be dropping in 1 to 4, Don Davis. Johnny Dark from 4 to 7, Bob Callan 7 to 10:30. Bert Sherwood 1 to 6. Swinging 6 here on WMCA Radio. 7:19, good morning.
Hey, O'Brien.
What do you want, Benny?
Who's your friend?
Who's my friend? That's lovely Emily Banks. Merry Christmas, Emily.
Merry Christmas. This is Emily Banks, Miss Rheingold, 1960. Won't you join our Rheingold carolers?
Our Christmas tree, we gather round our Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree, we sing around it joyfully.
We string the lights, we place the star.
Our thoughts go out to friends afar. Our Christmas tree shines with love for all to see.
We string the lights, we place the star.
Our thoughts go out to friends afar. Our Christmas tree, Christmas tree shines with love for all to see.
From our Rheingold family to your family, a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you, honey. Emily Banks, and a Merry Christmas to you. And to you, too, Benny.
Wowee, what a tomato!
Even in the holiday season, huh? 20 minutes past 7 o'clock, and we've got real nutty weather this morning in the WMCA area, ranging all the way from flooded, thawing conditions close to New York to slippery conditions in Connecticut and some sections of New Jersey. It's snowing in some places, raining in others. Watch that road no matter where you're driving. 21 past 7 o'clock, 4 shopping days till Christmas.
Enjoy your Christmas shopping. And don't get trimmed too often. Save some for the tree.
The trimming we mean is the $15 billion a year you're being built out of in the fastest spreading wave of crime and corruption this country has ever known.
Tonight at 10:35, WMCA presents the story of this trimming on The Operators.
Hear the shocking story of The Operators tonight at 10:35 over Radio WMCA. The Operators, that's tonight at 10:35, immediately following the 10:30 news.
A Ruby Dooby Doo.
A Rubba Dubba Dub. Tobin Matthews and Ruby Dooby Doo. Hey, Mitzi and Benny, let's wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Me first, okay? I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry
Beautiful.
Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry
Sing it,
Christmas.
Ben.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Beautiful.
And a Happy New Year all together.
I wish
you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah?
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Northeast Airlines, every hour to Boston.
right. With the exception of 11:15 p.m., every hour at 15 minutes past the hour, starting early in the morning at 6:15.
7:15, 8:15, and so on and so forth, right on up to 12:15 at night.
And Northeast features Viscount service. Jet fraught, smooth, swift.
So fly to Boston on Northeast Airlines. 15 minutes past the hour, every hour to Boston. Northeast Airlines, every hour to Boston. Northeast.
Top of the morning, Joe O'Brien here, 7:25. No parking rules will be in effect today. Watch for those special signs on various streets in the WMCA area. Alternate side of the street parking regulations suspended again today on this Wednesday, December the 21st. Well, we'll be moving along until 10 a.m. here on the Joe O'Brien Show, and right now a beautiful Christmas number by lovely, talented Peggy Lee.
Yeah, Joe.
What?
But beauty and talent isn't everything.
Christmas is a carousel, and round we go. Busy doing wrapping things for everyone we know. Trim the house and trim the tree and let the spirit show. Sing some carols loud and clear and set the lights aglow. Hang a stocking for St. Nick, and he will fill it up. Don't forget to leave some cookies and a Christmas cup. Leave some food for all these reindeer and the Christmas mouse. Leave a little bit of cheese somewhere around the house. Now I think that we're all set, so let's all take a ride. Don't you feel the Christmas joy that makes you glad inside? Hold your candy cane way out as round and round we go. And if you should catch the ring, it's made of mistletoe.
Pretty Peggy. Peggy Lee in the Christmas Carousel. 28 past 7 o'clock. Good morning to you. The WMCA temperature in Chatham, New Jersey right now is 37 degrees. Incidentally, the YWCA is now conducting its annual campaign for funds needed to carry on vital services for young people. Now, you can help the YWCAs of New York City and Brooklyn continue their work by contributing whatever you can. Send your gift to the YWCA, 610 Lexington Avenue, New York 22. 610 Lexington Avenue, New York 22. Joe O'Brien here on a nutty Wednesday morning, first day of winter.
Hey, wake up, get up. We can start your day with a great big smile. Turn your radio on and stay a while. 570 on your dial when it's morning in New York. We bring you music, golden news, and maybe a happy smile or two from Manhattan. Manhattan, WMCA.
It's warm in Manhattan today. WMCA temperature is 44 degrees.
Tired of the same old Christmas dinner? Why not make it a Chun King Chow Mein Christmas dinner?
Wait a minute. Are you some kind of a nut?
Beg your pardon?
What has Chinese food got to do with Christmas?
Well,
We're going to have roast turkey at our house with dressing, cranberry sauce.
I know,
yeah,
but
gravy, that kind of thing.
But Chungking chow mein is...
All right.
delicious.
Never mind. Come back and talk to me about that in January, after the holidays.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Wowee, huh?
He must be some kind of a nut.
You know, Mitzi, that's the first time I've ever agreed with you so completely. Joe O'Brien here, following the news, which is up next, along with a complete weather forecast for the WMCA area. We've got Dwayne, Eddie, Ray Charles, the Kingston Trio, lots more coming your way on WMCA. You hear the news of the moment it's news on Radio WMCA 730.
Weather headline, it's confused, but there'll be rain, wind, snow, and sleet in many areas of the WMCA area. We'll check the full forecast after the news. Palm Beach, Florida. President-elect John Kennedy tackles the budget problem of the new administration today while he meets with his budget director, David Bell, and other fiscal experts in Palm Beach. He's made it clear that concern over the current business slump will figure in the planning of the new budget. And a former roommate of the president-elect's at Harvard, 43-year-old Benjamin Smith II, has been named to fill out the 2 years remaining of the president-elect's Senate term. The United Nations. The UN General Assembly has recessed its 15th session until March 7th after approving a resolution requiring all member nations to share in the cost of the UN Congo operation. The resolution opposed by the Soviet Union, which has stated that it would not pay 1 ruble to the necessary money needed. But the adjournment came early today to end the stormy 3-month session, which featured a visit by Soviet Premier Khrushchev and the heads of state of a number of governments. Also in the forefront, the Soviet campaign against Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld, which failed, but the Russian says they're not through. Brooklyn. A Naval Board of Inquiry meets this morning to study Monday's disastrous fire that swept through the aircraft carrier Constellation at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. It has taken at least 49 lives as the search for more victims goes on. Meanwhile, at Washington, a second Naval Inquiry Group will conduct an investigation into possible fire hazards, 2 other ships now under construction. Again at Washington, the House Legislative Oversight Committee has just issued another report of what it calls inefficiency on the part of 2 government agencies. From Washington, Radio Press International's Frank Wilson reports.
Congressional staff investigators have accused 2 big government agencies of laxity and inefficiency, harmful to public welfare, and have alleged possible misconduct by some agency personnel. The accusations are contained in a report prepared by the professional staff of the House Legislative Oversight Subcommittee. Principal targets for criticism are the Civil Aeronautics Board and the Interstate Commerce Commission. The subcommittee, over the protest of some of its members, formally accepted the report at a secret meeting last Friday and directed that it be made public today. Representative Stephen Darunian, a Republican of New York, one of those protesting against making the report public, denounced it as unfair, unjudicial, and beneath the dignity of a congressional committee supposed to be seeking the facts. This is Frank Wilson in Washington. Now back to WMCA.
New York City. At 10 a.m. this morning, the Federal Aviation Agency releases the last recorded words between the airport towers and the pilots of 2 airliners which collided over New York, killing 134 in the world's worst air disaster. The 60-page transcript of the conversations expected to provide clues in the mystery of how the Trans-World Airlines Super Constellation and the United Airlines DC-8 jet collided Friday in the snowstorm while underground radar observation and also flying by instruments. The WMCA weatherscope for New York City and Long Island, rainy and windy. For Rockland and Westchester, snow mixed with rain, possibly heavy snow inland. For New Jersey, heavy snow inland with freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas and rain elsewhere. For Connecticut, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal areas. For New York City, the high today in the 40s, clearing and colder tonight with a low 15 to 20. Fair and cold tomorrow, 25 or 30, and Saturday and Sunday, fair and cold. Right now, the winds are south at 20 miles per hour. The relative humidity is 93%. The WMCA temperature reading a very warm 44 degrees. The headlines, President-elect John Kennedy works on the new budget. The United Nations calls an 11-week recess. And that's the latest edition from the three news services and the four corners of the world. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 8 o'clock.
On WMCA,
I got rhythm.
with six swinging guys.
I got rhythm walking around in my shoes. I got rhythm talking me out of my blues. You name it.
Joe O'Brien,
Harry Harrison, Don Davis,
Ronnie Dark,
Bob Callan, Grant Sherwood.
570 Radio WMCA, the station that gives you West Side Highway, LOL, lots of luck, flooded conditions in both directions. Hey, Pepe, that's Joe in Spanish. Dwayne Eddy here. Good morning. That's Pepe. Dwayne Eddy and the gang. It's 23 minutes before 8 WMCA time. 23 before 8, the rain is coming down in the WMCA area. 44 degrees. West Side Highway is flooded in both directions. We have flooding conditions on Grand Central, too, particularly under the trestle with a nice big swimming pool on the final underpass before you get to the Triborough Bridge. All kinds of weather in New York today. Take your pick. We've got icy conditions. We've got floods. It's warm, 44 degrees in New York. It gets chillier in Connecticut and New Jersey. We've got fog, everything. You take your pick. Like the fellow said about New York, you don't like the weather? Stick around.
Add spice to his life this Christmas with gifts of Old Spice by Chilton. Choose Old Spice Smooth Shave, luxury lather in a push-button container, or brisk Old Spice aftershave lotion. Happiest ending a shave ever had. And every man wants an Old Spice gift set. There's that completely new deluxe gift set. 8 great grooming aids for just $10. In one set, you get Old Spice aftershave lotion, men's cologne, stick deodorant, body talc, men's shampoo, clear hair tonic, and 2 luxurious cakes of Old Spice soap. Everything for his shave and shower. This Christmas, give Old Spice in gifts from $1 to $10. Old Spice by Chilton.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Send the captain to the boatswain.
Right.
And a Christmas toast to everyone from the ship that sails the ocean.
Old Spice by Chilton.
Alternate side of the street parking regulations suspended again today. 21 minutes to 8 o'clock, flooding conditions in the WMCA area. All trains thus far pretty close to schedule. The subways are all on time, too. No unusual delays. Of course, the trains and the subways are jammed today. A lot of people have left their cars home. In spite of that, the highways are jammed, too, because of slow traveling conditions, because of slippery spots in some sections of the WMCA area, and because of flooding in others. A nutty Wednesday, December the 21st. Winter starts at 3:27 this afternoon.
WMCA won't wait. We bring you the news as it happens from anywhere on the globe. The world reports to WMCA News, the only New York radio station with all three: Radio Press International, United Press International, and Associated Press. The instant the news breaks out, WMCA News breaks in with on-the-spot news, first-person news. Hear the world on Radio WMCA News.
Yes, sir. All the news coming your way in just 20 minutes here on WMCA Radio. How do you feel today? Yes,
No.
Yes, Mitzi.
Did you hear about the guy who saw flying saucers?
Really?
Yeah, he pinched a waitress.
Now to ask her. Come rain or come shine, this is Mr. Charles here at 20 minutes to 8. Temperature's 44 degrees.
I'm gonna love you like no one's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true. Well, if you bet me, you're gonna love me like no one's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and wouldn't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny. We're in or we're out of the money. Yeah, I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain. Well, yeah.
No shine today, Ray. Just rain, rain, rain. It's pouring. Ray Charles. 18 minutes to 8 o'clock, top of the morning. A beautiful old sound brought up to date by Raymond. Come rain or come shine. What?
The old songs are the best songs.
Yep, you're right, Benny.
Do you remember? Throw away your cigar, Mother. You've come to the end of your rope.
Have a gay holiday with C-A-N-A-D-A-D-R-Y. Canada Dry, the best you can buy. Canada Dry.
Best you can buy, Canada Dry, no argument there. Pick your favorite Canada Dry low-calorie beverage and start losing weight today. 9 different flavors are yours in half-quart, no-return bottles. Get Canada Dry low-calorie ginger, orange, cola, root beer, black cherry, cream, lemon, grape. And here's the biggest surprise of all. Canada Dry has a low-calorie coffee drink. The newest, tastiest bottle of refreshment ever made. Boy, it's the greatest. Select your favorite Canada Dry low-calorie beverage. Do it right now. They're all delicious.
Have a gay holiday with C-A-N-A-D-A-D-R-Y. Canada Dry, the best you can buy. Canada Dry.
Goofy Wednesday in the weather department. We got everything going for us today. Kingston Trio, A Touch of Christmas at 16 to 8 o'clock. Good morning. Good night, my baby.
Tomorrow morning is Christmas Day. Good night, my baby, good night. Old St. Nick is on his way. Good night, my baby, good night. Sleep now, my baby. Dream now, my bouncing baby boy. Sleep tight, my baby. night, my baby, good night. The fire will roar, the bells will ring. Good night, my baby, good night. You can almost hear the angels sing. Good night, my baby, good night. The song they sing will joyous be. Good night, my baby, good night. Their song of love's for you and me. Good night, my baby, good night. Sleep now, my baby. Dream now, my bouncing baby boy. Sleep tight, my baby. Good night, my baby, good night. Christmas is a time for love. Good night, my baby, good night. Sleep through the night, my little dove. Good night, my baby, good night. Sleep now, my baby. Dream now, my bouncing baby boy. Sleep tight, my baby. Good night, my baby, good night. Good night, my baby, good night.
There it is, a little bit of Christmas cheer from the Kingston Trio. Good night, my baby. It's 7:45, 7:45 WMCA time. Penny DiMartino tells us Holland Tunnel is just about normal this morning, kind of medium. And the flooding conditions on the West Side Highway are still in pretty bad shape this morning. That's uptown and downtown from Brooklyn Battery up to 40th, between 96th and 72nd downtown from George Washington Bridge. And Grand Central is flooded. All kinds of weather this morning. That's New York for you. Temperature is 44 degrees. The humidity is 93%. The winds from the south, you hear, at 20 miles an hour. New York City and Long Island, rainy and windy. Rockland and Westchester, snow mixed with rain, possibly heavy snow inland. New Jersey, heavy snow inland, freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas, rain elsewhere, foggy conditions in some parts of New Jersey. Connecticut, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal areas. High today in the 40s in New York. Hey, how can you decide which gasoline is best for your car, huh? Well, cars love Shell, and that's a pretty good sign. Cars love Shell because of the extra measure of performance they get from Super Shell with TCP. TCP additive is a major improvement in gasoline. It makes an engine run really smooth, and a smooth-running engine delivers good mileage. Super Shell with TCP is covered by a U.S. patent granted to Shell for creative research and discovery. Now, if you haven't tried Super Shell with TCP in your car, you may not know how smooth your car can run and how far you can go in a gallon. So you see your Shell dealer. Change to Super Shell with TCP. Here's a good chance, and there's a good chance, that you'll never change back.
Hey, night people, you're invited to a party. If you're a late swinger, dig this. For Bert Sherwood, Big Sounds, Bright Beats, join us at 570 WMCA.
We're putting on the late show.
Spend the late hours with the man who owns nighttime. Bert Sherwood, 1 a.m. to 6.
On the late
Bert Sherwood.
show.
Over Wide Awake Radio, WMCA.
Love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart.
Jerry Butler.
Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating. Oh, I've got a feeling he's gonna put you down. Because he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear
quotations. He says the things I wish I could say. Whoa, but he's had so many rehearsals. Girl, to him it's just another play. But wait, and when the final act is over, and you're left standing all alone, when he takes his bow and makes his exit, I'll be there to take you home. He don't love you, and he never will, like I love you.
Right.
Oh, if he did, he wouldn't love.
He will break your heart. That's Jerry Butler at 10 minutes to 8 o'clock. Joe Cipoletti just checked in. Ferries Okie Doke from Staten Island to Brooklyn and New York. Everything on time, but wet out there. And some of the areas on Staten Island are flooded, too. You know, the snow piled up on the streets is not letting the water, as it thaws and the rain pour down into the gutters, so it's spreading out into the streets. That's pretty generally true in the immediate WMCA area. Take it easy if you're driving. Those flooded conditions can stall you, and you'll be stuck for a couple of hours. Frank Gragno checks out Triborough every day for us. Frank says traffic is light to medium this morning in all directions on the Triborough Bridge. Couple of slippery spots, you know, the metal areas on the bridges. Grand Central is flooded. We've had that report all morning. West Side Highway is flooded, too. Watch those flooding conditions, particularly on the West Side Highway, both downtown and uptown. Trains so far pretty much on time. Subway's okay. Staten Island Ferries okie doke. 9 minutes to 8. Top of the morning to you from WMCA on this first day of winter. Joe O'Brien here until 10, and Harry Harrison will be dropping in 10 until 1 o'clock. You catch a listen to Harry, huh? Don't you dare leave him out of your day. And look, have your daughter join the Campfire Girls. And you join, too. No, not you, Harry. Adult volunteers are needed, women as leaders, men to serve on boards and committees. Join the Campfire family. 8 minutes to 8 o'clock, temperatures 44 degrees. Good morning from the Shirelles. Tomorrow.
Tonight you're mine, completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Treasure
Love Me Tomorrow. Big hit for the Shirelles, 6 minutes to 8 o'clock. Good morning to you from Joe O'Brien here on Radio 1. WMCA temperature in Hackensack, New Jersey right now. Checking in at 42 degrees. I like the story about the father who was having the heart-to-heart talk with his son, you know, trying to point up to the son that he had to take a deeper interest in his responsibility in the family. And he said, son, for example, now, if I were to pass away, where would you be? And the kid says, never mind where I'd be, where would you be?
Oh, Brian.
What do you want?
You sure do have a low voice.
Oh, thank you, Benny.
And an IQ to match.
I gotta know. Elvis Presley, 3 minutes to 8 o'clock, top of the morning from
Get up in the morning,
Joe
feel
O'Brien.
mighty weak, a tossing and a turn. Well, I ain't had no sleep, oh baby, what roads all I'm taking? To romance or heartbreaking? Won't you say which way you're gonna go? I gotta know, gotta know, gotta know. 99 make 14, 4 and 4 make 9. The clock is striking 13. I think I'm on my mind, you know it's getting aggravating. How long can I keep waiting? Tell me if you love me, yes or no. I gotta know, gotta know, gotta know. Oh, how much I need you. I'll pity on this heart of mine. Well, if you need and want me to, I'll be your one and only till the end of time. Saw the fortune teller, had my fortune read. She sent me to the doctor, who sent me straight to bed. He said I'm lonesome and I'm lovesick. I got my mind on lipstick. Will you kiss away my cares and woe? I gotta know, gotta know, gotta know. Oh, how much I need you. I'll pity on this heart of mine. till the end of time. Saw the fortune teller and my fortune read. She sent me to the doctor who sent me straight to bed. He said, I'm lonesome and I'm lovesick. I've got my mind on lipstick. Will you kiss away my cares and woe? I gotta know, gotta know, gotta know.
Elvis Presley, I gotta know. Right up to 8 o'clock news time. Boy, the temperature's going way up. It may hit 50 yet today. Up to 46 degrees right now.
W, up, up. M, up. C, A, New York, up.
WMCA temperature, believe it or not, 46 degrees.
Here's a new idea in Christmas gifts from L&M. 2 cartons of L&M Kings with a free Christmas record attached. The record features the L&M Quartet singing 5 favorite Christmas carols. Listen.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The sound of Christmas. The taste of L&M. Brought together in a handsome holiday gift pack. Buy 2 cartons of L&M Kings, get the Christmas record free. Only your L&M dealer has it. See him soon.
WMCA brings you all the news by all means. 8 o'clock.
WMCA, first with the news.
The 8 o'clock edition. Brown reporting the New York weather headline. It'll be rainy, windy, and much warmer today. We'll check the full WMCA weather scope after the news. The United Nations. The UN General Assembly began an 11-week recess early this morning. The 15th annual session came to a close with the passage of a legal and binding obligation for all members to help pay the cost of the Congo operation. Russia and its satellites have maintained that they would pay nothing toward the $60 million bill already run up by the UN in the first 6 months in the Congo. The retiring U.S. Ambassador James Wadsworth summed up the session. He said it was a period of crisis which has tested the United Nations and is still testing it to its very foundation. But he added, despite Russian demands, Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld is still Secretary General and the UN is still in business. Palm Beach, Florida. Wondering where the money goes is one of man's great problems, especially during the holiday season. But consider the problem facing President-elect Kennedy this morning. He meets with the budget makers to worry about the money problems of the entire country. Facing Kennedy, who is now in Palm Beach, is the difficult task of planning federal expenditures for next year when a troubled national economy may put a deep dent in the tax receipts. The budget conference slated for today follows the examination yesterday of the legislative outlook for next year with the top Democratic congressional leaders. New York City. The city's 1961 capital budget awaits signatures of Mayor Wagner and Comptroller Lawrence Gerosa to become a legal document. The city council has approved the more than $600 million, despite criticisms by Republican liberal Stanley Isaacs and Democrat Sam Davis. Again, New York. Organized labor expected to offer stiff opposition to a proposal to levy a statewide sales tax for increased revenue. The tax is one of 27 proposals submitted to Governor Rockefeller yesterday. The sales tax proposal was suggested as an alternative to higher income and property taxes. The revenues would be distributed to local governments. But 2 labor members of the 15-man commission dissented strongly on the sales tax recommendation. They say it would place an increased financial burden on the low-income families. Again, Albany, the Democratic State Chairman Michael H. Prendergast apparently will battle any attempt by anybody to oust him from his job. He's already met with the upstate county chairman and says he would continue to act as the channel through which patronage will be given to party members. There have been some reports that President-elect Kennedy wants to have Prendergast ousted from the state job. New York City. The transcript of the radio conversations between the Idlewild and LaGuardia control towers and pilots of the 2 ill-fated planes that collided last Friday over the city is to be made public today. The transcripts are hoped to provide valuable clues on the reason for the crash. The WMCA weatherscope. The official weatherman is saying that for the American youngsters, it looks like a white Christmas throughout most of the nation, but for many grown-ups, especially in the East, the thrill is somewhat blunted by the thoughts of breaking out the shovel again. Specifically, for New York City and Long Island, rainy and windy, but for Rockland and Westchester counties, there will be snow mixed with rain and possibly heavy snow inland. For New Jersey, heavy snow is forecast inland with freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas and rain throughout the rest of the state. Connecticut, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain in the coastal area. For New York City, the highest today in the 40s, clearing and colder tonight with a low 15 to 20. Fair and cold tomorrow, 25 to 30. Saturday and Sunday, fair and cold. Right now, the winds are from the south at 20 miles per hour. The relative humidity is 93%. The WMCA temperature reading is now up 2 degrees over the past hour. It's 46 degrees. The headlines: United Nations General Assembly has left the Congo crisis unsolved. President-elect Kennedy tackles the budget problem this morning. And that's the latest edition from the 3 news services and the 4 corners of the world. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 8:30.
Top of the morning from Joe O'Brien.
I said, hey, 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 yeah. Hey, I said, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans. They got the honeysuckle swimming on the honeysuckle line. And the love is a blooming there all the time. You know, every Southern belle is Mississippi queen. Down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. Well, come on, take a stroll down the Basin Street. Yeah, listen to the music with the Dixieland beat. I'd rather black till your blossom to feel the air. Yeah, you ain't been to heaven till you ain't been there. They got the rich moss hanging from a big oak tree down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, look out, y'all, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Well, the honeysuckle swimming on the honeysuckle line. Yeah, and the love is a blooming there all the time. You know, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans.
Hey, hey. He said, hey. U.S. bonds in New Orleans. It's 8 o'clock. 8:08. Temperature is 46 degrees. Well, the weather this morning has really been goofy. It's been switching from everything starting at about 3 o'clock this morning, and we're up to 46 degrees. And the sudden rise in the temperature has sort of smoothed everything out in the WMCA area. What started out as looking like a real rugged Wednesday has now calmed down to where we can say the traffic is mostly medium to heavy everywhere in the WMCA area. Milo Sloboda tells us Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, medium and moving, and the Queensboro Bridge is medium and moving in both directions. Gene Crate, covering Grand Central, says everything okay on Grand Central now. Traffic moving freely. It's heavy, but no stalls or anything along there. The sudden rise in temperature, of course, has melted a lot of the slush, so the water has been able to run off into the sewers, and that's dropped a lot of those flooded spots down to where they're merely wet now. Traffic moving along pretty good now in the WMCA area. The subways and trains are crowded. Everything pretty much on time so far. Merry Christmas, Emily.
Merry Christmas. This is Emily Banks, Miss Rheingold, 1960. Won't you join our Rheingold carolers?
While dashing through the snow with a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, fun it is to sing the sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
From our Rheingold family to your family, a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Emily. That goes from us to you, too. 10 minutes past 8, alternate side of the street parking regulations suspended again today in New York. Bobby Darin, A Song for the Season, one of the prettiest, too. 46 degrees. 46, Bobby. This is Christmas, Old Lang Syne.
When mistletoe and tinsel glow, paint a Yuletide Valentine. Back home I go to those I know for a Christmas, Old Lang Syne. And as we gather round the tree, our voices all combine in sweet accord to thank the Lord for a Christmas, Old Lang Syne. When sleigh bells ring and choirs sing, and the children's faces shine, with each new toy we share their joy with a Christmas, Old Lang Syne. We sing his praise this day of days and pray next year this time we'll all be near to share the cheer of a Christmas, Old Lang Syne.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year.
Same to you, Bobby boy.
Sweet accord we thank the Lord for our Christmas, Old Lang Syne.
Christmas, Old Lang Syne. Bobby Darin's mighty pretty song for the season. 12 minutes past 8 o'clock, temperature 46 degrees, believe it or not. Incidentally, one of the few places that probably will not have a white Christmas this year is Alaska. Looks as though they're not going to have enough snow to have a white Christmas this year, believe it or not. Matter of fact, in Anchorage today, the temperature is 24 degrees.
On, in, and under. Rayco products are the best by far for your car.
Yes, they are. Pow! Yes, indeed, in your car. Rayco seat covers have the modern look of latest 1961 car upholstery. So look, if you're not buying a new car now, let Rayco make your old car look like new. You'll like Rayco's new patterns and styles. You'll like the price. A set of Fiesta-styled covers, leatherette trimmed, are only $16.95. Custom fitted free in only 30 minutes. And you can buy on easy terms with a Rayco charge account. And for Christmas, get the new 20-inch motorized Starfire Oldsmobile Hobby Kit by Ideal. Customized with Rayco seat covers and accessories. Cost only $9.95 at your favorite toy or department store. Rayco has stores from coast to coast. 34 in WMCA's listening area in New York, New Jersey, Long Island, Westchester, and Connecticut. Check the phone book for the Rayco store nearest you. Traffic moving along pretty good in the WMCA area. No unusual tie-ups. Trains, subways, buses, and the ferries are all on time. So far this morning, we've had a rough morning as far as the weather's concerned. Seems to have settled down now now into a high temperature Wednesday, December the 21st. The 356th day of the year with 10 more to follow in 1960. 4 shopping days until Christmas. The moon's approaching its first quarter. The morning star is Mars. The evening stars are Mars, Saturn, and Venus. And on this day in history, in 1620, the Mayflower Pilgrims first set foot on American soil. And in 1942, on this date, December the 21st, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the validity of 6-week divorces granted in the state of Nevada. Remember that? And also remember this. A bachelor is a man who never makes the same mistake once.
Joe?
Yes, Mitzi?
I saw a Bridget Bardot movie last night.
Bridget Bardot?
You know,
what?
That girl wears lumpy towels.
If I dance, every dance with the guys who give me the eye and let them hold me tight. Please don't mind if I smile at the man who holds my hand beneath the pale moonlight. I won't forget who's taking me home, and you should remember too that I'm saving the last dance for you. I know that the music's fine like sparkling wine, but my mind's on you. I can tell by the way you look at me that you're thinking too. I won't forget that you're taking me home when the night is through. So I'm saving the last dance for you. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go. I love you oh so much. If I dance and I carry on until the night is gone, it's just for fun. And you know when it's time to go, you'll be the one to take me home. Don't want to give my goodnight kiss to anyone but you. So I'm saving the last dance for you. That the music's fine like sparkling wine, but my mind's on you. I can tell by the way you look at me that you're thinking too. I won't forget that you're taking me home when the night is through. So I'm saving the last dance for you. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go. I love you oh so much. If I dance and I carry on until the night is gone, it's just for fun. And you know when it's time to go, you'll be the one to take me home. Don't want to give my goodnight kiss to anyone but you. So I'm saving the last dance for you. Don't want to give my goodnight kiss to anyone but you. So I'm saving the last dance for you. Saving the last dance for you. Saving the last dance for you.
Saving the last dance for little old you. That, of course, is Demita Joe and a swinging hit for her in WMCA land. 16 past 8 o'clock. 16 past 8 o'clock, and you're in Radio Wonderland. Radio Wonderful. Radio WMCA. Just heard from Ed Gross. And now we've got flooding conditions on Union Turnpike at Little Neck Parkway. Flooding conditions there. In fact, flooding conditions are, well, we've had them off and on all morning in the WMCA area. Into Borough Parkway, there are sporadic flooding conditions, too, so watch it. Don't drive through any of those puddles at too high a speed. Kew Gardens Interchange, there's a car with a flat going into Borough Parkway, and that, of course, LOL. Lots of luck on this Wednesday at 17 minutes past 8. Checking the WMCA weather scope. New York City and Long Island, rainy and windy. It's still raining. Rockland and Westchester, snow
snow mixed with rain, possibly heavy snow inland. New Jersey, heavy snow inland, freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas and rain elsewhere. And Connecticut, snow, possibly mixed with freezing rain. For New York City, the high today in the 40s. We may hit 50 yet. It's 46 degrees right now. Clearing and colder tonight with a low 15 to 20. Fair and cold tomorrow, 25 to 30. Saturday and Sunday, fair and cold. Temperature, 46 degrees. Humidity, 93. The wind from the south, 30 miles an hour. Oh, keep your eye peeled for flooding conditions on various parkways, particularly on Long Island.
Over 5 million. Yes, over 5 million times a day, someone enjoys a cool glass of Ballantine beer. How about you?
Oh, Joe O'Brien, the music's fine, but I've got proof that you're a goof.
Watch it.
Oh, friend, don't be sad. I know you're glad when Harrison gets here at 10. Goodbye, O'Brien.
You're nuts, Benny. 10 o'clock to 1, Harry Harrison. Hey, let's play Jump Back in Bed right now, shall we? Every morning here on the Joe O'Brien Show, we have $6 to $10 from 6 to 10 every morning for the best Jump Back in Bed suggestion from one of you nice people out there. Just send me a postcard with your name, address, phone number, and your suggestion as to why you would like to jump back in bed. Send it to Jump Back in Bed, WMCA, New York 17. We pick one every day, the best of the day, and if you call us at Murray Hill 85700 within 5 minutes, then you win the amount of loot that we're awarding for the day. Today it's $7, and today's winner is Mrs. M. Rosenzweig, RD1 Box 19, Farmingdale, New Jersey. And she has a complaint that a lot of people do why they'd like to jump back in bed. She says, my children have double session in school. Lots of luck. So my breakfast goes like this. Husband, breakfast 6:45. Sandra's breakfast 7 o'clock. Baby Billy 8:30. Gail 9:30. Donald 10:30. Sandra home for lunch at 12:10. And that's why I want to jump back in bed. Oh, you got a good story there, Mrs. Rosenzweig of Farmingdale, New Jersey. You call me at Murray Hill 85700. Within 5 minutes, we've got $7 for you. Murray Hill 85700, and you'll get the $7 because you're the winner today and jump back in bed. 8:20 in the morning on this Wednesday, first day of winter. Here's Elvis to warm you up. The number one sound in New York town and around the nation. Are you lonesome tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change, you acted strange, and why I've never known. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you.
the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if he won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight? Elvis Presley, the #1 sound in our town. 23 past 8 o'clock WMCA time. The temperature is 46 degrees. Visibility at Idlewild is now 1.25 miles. Raining and foggy. Some cancellations by some of the airlines at Idlewild and LaGuardia. Our advice to you is check your airline if you're flying today. Make sure when your flight leaves. Visibility at Idlewild, 1.25 miles. 23 past 8 o'clock. Good morning.
Ho, 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 everybody. Even Santa shops. John's Bargain Store.
Let's hear it, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
Attaboy.
You get more gifts for your money when you shop John's Bargain Store.
A big one now.
Ho, ho, ho. Shop where Santa shops. John's Bargain Store.
Oh, come on, Santa. A real big one. Come on. That cold is getting them down. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get down to your nearest John's Bargain Store and get more Christmas gifts for your money. And don't forget to stock up on plenty of Christmas cards. Regular $1.50 boxes of Christmas cards at 2 boxes for $1. Why don't you gather some together for next Christmas? Be a shrewdy, like Benny. You get to choose from several popular varieties. Beautifully designed Christmas cards. 2 boxes for $1 at John's Bargain Store. Remember to get the things you'll need. To trim the Christmas tree at tremendous savings. What do you need for the tree this year? Christmas tree lights, icicles, Christmas tree balls, artificial snow. You'll get them all at John's Bargain Stores and all at a fraction of their comparable values. Shop and save at the store where you get more Christmas gifts for your money. Your nearby John's Bargain Store. Now remember, John's Bargain Stores has a sensational assortment of Christmas toys, all at fantastic savings. John's Bargain Stores will be open till 9 p.m. every night till Christmas for your shopping convenience. 8:25 in the morning, it's 46 degrees. Flooding on Union Turnpike. Flooding in patches on Interboro Parkway. Kew Gardens Interchange is jammed up. You'll need about a half an hour if you're heading around that direction. There's a flooding condition at Union Turnpike and Little Neck Parkway that's kind of slowing cars down. Just in general, watch for those flooded spots. Some of them are deep, some of them aren't, but you never know until you're in the middle. The String-Alongs, interesting new instrumental. 46 degrees, this is Wheels.
the string-alongs and wheels at 27 minutes past 8. 8:27, the temperature is 46 degrees. Here's a swinger from the Olympics, Dance by the Light of the Moon.
Ask your mom, baby, daddy, can you go out tonight where the stars are bright? We need to feel the light. Ask your mom, baby, daddy, can you go out tonight? We're gonna dance by the light of the moon.
Dance with the dolly with the hole in her stocking. Dance by the light of the moon. Joe O'Brien here, top of the morning to you on a 46-degree first day of winter.
We say in New York it's WMCA. Yes, in New York it's WMCA.
Spring a little early this year. Winter starts at 3:27 officially this afternoon. 4 more shopping days to Christmas.
Tired of the same old Christmas dinner? Why not make it a Chun King Chow Mein Christmas dinner?
Wait a minute. Are you some kind of a nut?
Beg your pardon?
What has Chinese food got to do with Christmas?
Well,
We're going to have roast turkey at our house with dressing, cranberry sauce.
I know,
but gravy, that kind of thing.
But Chun King Chow Mein is...
All right.
Delicious.
Never mind. Come back and talk to me about that in January, after the holiday.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Honorable WMCA at 570 WMCA Radio, where the news watch never stops. It's 8:30. WMCA, first with the news.
The 8:30 edition, Brown reporting, presented by Pell Mell, famous cigarettes. The cigarettes that give you satisfying flavors, so friendly to your taste. The New York weather headline, it'll be rainy, windy, and warmer. We'll check the full WMCA weatherscope after the news. New York City. Formal inquiry into the disastrous 12-hour fire that swept the supercraft carrier Constellation on Monday is expected to produce a clash between city fire officials and the Navy over safety measures. The death toll in that fire is now at 49. Fire Commissioner Edward F. Kavanaugh has been openly critical of the wooden staging in the platforms used by workmen to install wires and pipe. He said there is no excuse for something like this to go on. Kavanaugh had pointed out that civilian shipyards in the city are required to use metal staging. The Navy Secretary, William B. Franke, said as far as he could tell, neither carelessness, poor housekeeping, nor economy measures could be blamed for the fire. Washington. The Federal Aviation Chief, Elwood R. Quesada, is under attack from 3 sides this morning after announcing that one of the planes in the airliner collision over New York City was 11 miles off course. Quesada has been criticized by the United Airlines President, W.A. Patterson, Captain John McDonald, the veteran accident investigator of the Airline Pilots Association, and in effect by the Civil Aeronautics Board member, G. Joseph Minetti. In an apparent slap at Quesada's announcement, Minetti said only the CAB has authority to investigate air crashes and that this authority could not be delegated to anybody else. McDonnell said the FAA chief's announcement was the fourth time in about a year that he had announced the solution of the air crash before the ashes cooled. He said, as usual, he blames it on a dead pilot who cannot defend himself. Beiping. The defense minister of Red China says his country will do all it can to put a stop to what he calls the intervention and the aggression of U.S. imperialism in Laos. The Beiping radio quotes him as making the pledge in a message to the defense minister of Communist North Vietnam. But the broadcast did not say just how far the Red Chinese will go. Havana, Cuba. Fidel Castro's cabinet has started performing the surgical operation he recommended for Cuba's judiciary. The bearded leader says the judges lack revolutionary spirit, and so the cabinet has decreed a 45-day suspension of a law preventing the removal of judges. It's expected that during the 45-day suspension, there will be many judges removed. The United Nations. The UN General Assembly has ended its stormy 15th session, going into recess early this morning until about March 7th. In its closing hours, the Assembly approved a resolution that requires that all members share in cost of the UN Congo operation for 1960. Palm Beach, Florida. President-elect John Kennedy talks budget today with two of his top fiscal advisors. He's expected to confer throughout the day with the Harvard economist David Bell, who will head the Budget Bureau. We'll check the WMCA weatherscope and the headlines after this message from Pell Mell.
Taste, Pell Mell. So good, good, good. Good looking, good tasting, good smoking. Pell Mell. Smoke, Pell Mell. Get satisfying flavor. Get satisfying flavor. So friendly to your taste. Pell Mell. Pell Mell. You get satisfying flavor. So friendly to your taste. Satisfying flavor, so friendly to your taste. Pell Mell, Pell Mell. You get satisfying flavor, so friendly to your taste. Taste, Pell Mell. So good, good, good. Good looking, good tasting, good smoking. Pell Mell.
Buy Pell Mell Famous Cigarettes. Outstanding. And they are mild.
Checking the WMCA weatherscope for New York City and Long Island, rainy and windy. Rockland and Westchester, snow mixed with rain, possibly heavy snow inland. For New Jersey, heavy snow inland with freezing rain and snow in the coastal areas, rain throughout the rest of the state. Connecticut, snow mixed with freezing rain in the coastal area. For New York City, the highest today will be in the 40s, clearing and colder tonight, low 15 to 20. Fair and cold tomorrow, 25 or 30 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, fair and cold. Right now, the winds are south at 30 miles per hour. The relative humidity is 93%. The WMCA temperature reading is 46 degrees. The headlines, more testimony slated for the probe of Brooklyn Navy Yard fire and last week's plane collision over New York. The Red Chinese say they will put a stop to U.S. aggression in Laos. And that's the latest edition from the three news services and the four corners of the world, presented by Pell Mell Famous Cigarettes. The cigarettes that give you satisfying flavors, so friendly to your taste. Next news at any moment as it happens. Next WMCA newscast at 9 o'clock.
This is WMCA, where all the fun has just begun.
Your sunny side up.
Keep your sunny side up with the happy sound of WMCA Radio.
Keep your sunny side up, way up.
Music, news, and exciting extras showcased by WMCA's personalities. Joe O'Brien, Harry Harrison, Don Davis, Johnny Dark, Bob Callan, Brad Sherwood.
Keep your funny side up, up. Let your laughter come through.
Enjoy the happy sound of WMCA Radio, where all the fun has just begun.
Keep your sunny side up.
Top of the morning from Joe O'Brien. Jimmy Clanton, what am I gonna do? It's raining.
I'm so lonely for you. What am I gonna do when the sun goes down and all the lights are low? What am I gonna do when I recall the love we used to know? I remember the the same. Now what am I gonna do on Saturday night when everything goes wrong? What am I gonna feel when the radio plays our favorite song? I'm so lonely, just like Mr. Blue. Darling, can't we make up? 'Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Take an umbrella, Jimmy. It's a wet one today. Jimmy Clanton, what am I going to do? 21 minutes before 9 o'clock. Temperature is 46 degrees. And boy, it's been raining very hard since midnight. And it's still pouring in the WMCA area.
A good day to roll up your sleeves and test your waterproof watch.
Name your favorite brand, any brand in the land. You name it, you'll find it at Barney's. Make your own little test. Name the brand you like best. You name it, you'll find it at Barney's.
Hey, suppose you had to guess how many famous brands of men's clothing you could find at any one store. Now, how many would you expect to find at even the largest? 3, 4, 5? Oh, well, fellas, Barney's carries 40 famous brands, the best-known makers in America, and all at savings to 25%. Now, for example, handsome, practical, zip-lined coats by McNally. They're flawlessly styled in imported Irish tweeds, warumbas, fine Saxonies, and cavalry twills, with all-wool zip-in linings for extra warmth. $75 values, they're only $55 at Barney's. Every size, of course. Careful alterations, charge privileges, parking, all free. That's Barney's, 7th Avenue and 17th Street. Good old Barney's open until 9 o'clock. And clothing ordered now can be altered for Christmas. Keep that in mind, even though we have just 4 more shopping days until the big day. 20 minutes to 9 o'clock. Good morning on a wet one. Take along the umbrella today. It's going to be moist all day long. Let's check the situation around the WMCA area. In spite of New York City's heavy rain, New York Central, New Haven Railroad commuter trains are pretty much on time this morning. Long-distance trains delayed up to a half hour because of bad weather in the Middle West and in the New York City vicinity. Normal transport operations on the New York City transport lines. Heavy rain during the morning rush period dampened conditions a little bit. However, darkness around 8 o'clock, just about 40 minutes ago, required automobiles to use their headlights, as you fellas who were driving through Long Island City remember when that downpour hit you. Subways, commuter railroads, and Staten Island Ferry all at normal operation. New York City Police headquarters report flooding conditions on the Belt Parkway in Brooklyn. What else is new, fellas? The dear old Belt Parkway, the orphan parkway of the WMCA area. Only one lane is open to westbound traffic between Bay 8th Street and 4th Avenue, and traffic is backed up about 2 miles. That's Belt Parkway in Brooklyn. The planes, heavy rain hampering operations at Idlewild. Planes landing and leaving. Check your airline for your plane because it may be leaving just a little bit later. There's fog out there, too. Visibility is about 1.25 miles. We've had all kinds of weather this morning. It's been changing rapidly, even in the same area. And, of course, the weather in Connecticut and the weather in New Jersey and the weather on Long Island are all completely different, as though it was three different countries. Time is 19 minutes before 9 o'clock. How do you feel today? Stick around. Just a little bit longer. Maurice Williams, let's hear it.
Please, 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 tell me you're going to. Now your daddy don't mind, and your mommy don't mind. If we have another dance, yeah, just the one more.
Stay with Maurice Williams at 17 minutes to 9 o'clock, 17 to 9, WMCA Hit Time. Joe O'Brien here, top of the morning. We'll be here till 10. Harry Harrison bounces in 10 to 1, Don Davis 1 to 4. And let's check that WMCA weather scope. A real nutty one today. High in the 40s, it may even go to 50 degrees. Clearing and colder tonight, low 15 to 20. Fair and cold tomorrow, 25 to 30. And Saturday and Sunday will be fair and cold. Christmas Day, fair and cold. We probably will not have a white Christmas. Temperatures 46 degrees, humidity 93, the wind from the south at 30 miles an hour. You know, we had 33 degrees this morning at 3 a.m. We've picked up so far 13 degrees. It's up to 46 in New York.
So, girls, get your work done before the heat of the day sets in.
Get Vicks medicated cough drops. They will soothe the tickle away. Get Vicks medicated cough drops. Pick up a pack or two today. When you're coughing and your throat is raw and sore, it makes good sense to relieve it quick. Remember, Vicks medication makes the difference.
Get new Vicks Vitamin C cough drops with a lip-lick and lemon flavor. Cough drops never tasted so good. Ease cough, soothe throat tickle, and they're fortified with vitamin C. New Vicks Vitamin C cough drops. Also try Vicks Regular and Wild Cherry. Only cough drops medicated with the throat-soothing ingredients of Vicks Vapor Rub.
Get Vicks medicated cough drops. Pick up a pack or two today. Pick up a pack or two today.
In all three great flavors, Vicks medication makes the difference.
Call the Lighthouse at El Dorado 52200. A little of your time can mean a lot to someone who cannot see. To volunteer, call El Dorado EL 52200. Remember, flooding conditions on Belt Parkway. Only one lane open to westbound traffic between Bay, 8th Street, and 4th Avenue. Traffic is now backed up about 2 miles. 8:45, a quarter to 9 o'clock. Good morning to you for glistening listening. Dial your happy holiday station, Radio WMCA. Oh, let's rock around that Christmas tree. Brenda Lee's here.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Man from Mars.
Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, let stars with boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, let stars with boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Hey, big holiday hit for Brenda. Yeah. Rocking around the Christmas tree, Brenda Lee. The time is 12 minutes to 9. 12 to 9 o'clock, WMCA. Live it up time.
The business end of your Winston cigarette, the tobacco end, is where flavorful smoking gets its start. Winston gives you filter blend up front. Fine tobacco specially chosen for filter smoking. Remember, nothing can taste just like a Winston because nothing is made just like a Winston.
Hit 8 minutes to 9 o'clock, 8 to 9 WMCA time. Ski Thompson checks in with the temperature in Paramus. It's 41 degrees right now in Paramus. Route 17 southbound is moderate, northbound is light, and of course congestion at the light in Paramus on Route 17, as there always is. Long Island Expressway is jammed with traffic. There's very little flooding conditions on LIE this morning. Just plenty of cars all the way from Little Neck Parkway to Queens Midtown Tunnel. Jammed this morning. This has been a real nutty traffic morning. All off. None of the predictions could work out today. Everything worked out completely contrary-wise. It was a Friday-type traffic day on some spots, and a Monday on others, and a Tuesday on others, and others nothing. Heavy on the Long Island Expressway at 7 minutes to 9. Good morning.
Fröhliche Festtag. That's happy holiday in German. For your happy holiday, serve 7-Up. The more 7-Up, the merrier.
Temperature's 46 degrees. That's true, Mother. 46 degrees. We're liable to hit 50 yet today, although the weather scope predicts in the 40s. Maybe that will be the highest, but a lot warmer than anyone expected today, first day of winter. Humidity's 93%, wind from the south at 30. Rain and windy tonight, high in the 40s. Clearing, windy and colder tonight, low 15 to 20. And tomorrow will be fair and cold, 25 to 30. Christmas Day, incidentally, predicted as fair and cold on the long-range weather scope. Traffic heavy on Long Island Expressway, LOL.
I love Corina.
This is Ray Peterson.
Tell the world I do. I love Corina. Tell the world I do. I pray every night she'll learn to love me too. Corina, Corina. Corina, Corina. Corina, Corina.
46 degrees, Ray. 4 minutes to 9 o'clock, Long Island Expressway is good luck at this hour. Bob Reynolds just checked in, and he says the same story from Flushing all the way in, and it even goes further than that, Bob. Long Island Expressway is jammed. There is one bad flooded spot on Long Island Expressway. I'm sure you all know which one it is. Past the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, you know, when you go under the underpass, down that rough spot where the road is all torn up, looks like the Polish cavalry went through. You know the spot I mean. That's the only real bad flooded area on the Long Island Expressway, so watch that. Traffic heavy on LIE. Have a letter here received from one of our lady listeners. Says, Dear sirs, I'd like to offer this helpful hint for the holiday season. There's no need to spend extra hours in the kitchen preparing poultry stuffing anymore. All you do now is use Bond Instant Stuffing Mix. Bond Instant Stuffing Mix does all the work for you. No muss or fuss, nothing to clean away after. You just add water or milk or soup to Bond Instant Stuffing Mix, and in minutes you have the most delicious old-fashioned poultry stuffing you've ever tasted. My family can't get enough of it, she says. And Bond Instant Stuffing Mix is made with all the finest ingredients, and what a time saver. I know your other listeners will love it, so please remind them to get several of those red and yellow packages of Bond Instant Stuffing Mix now. Thank you, honey.
Everybody says about Bert Sherwood, 1 to 6 a.m. on WMCA.
Wonderful, wonderful. Jingle bells with Santa and Johnny. They call it twisting bells. 3 to 9. Temperature 46. Time after the news, we've got swingers for you. Fats Domino will drop in to kick off the next hour.
The Joe O'Brien Show is produced by Michael Quill. Additional dialogue by Lucky Luciano. Costumes by Ezra Benson. Overall supervision by the Amalgamated Overall Corporation.
570 on your dial.
WMCA. Where are we?
In New York.
WMCA temperature is 46 degrees, believe it or not.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holiday and season's cheer. From your neighbors and your friends who bottle Coca-Cola far and near. Sing we know our joyous greeting. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now that the holiday season is here, be sure you have plenty of Coca-Cola for parties and drop-in guests. Buy Coke in regular, king, or family-sized bottles because Coca-Cola refreshes you best. WMCA first on your dial. First with the news every half hour around the clock, 9 o'clock.